All right, everybody, welcome back in to another episode of the Lesko podcast. Joined by Brett Cable once again.
What's up, Faf?
Talking Penn State Rutgers. Faf, what's up? Aaron was on here last night. It was good to have him on. Taking on Rutgers, and then if we beat them, we go to a bowl. And then we actually heard another name today for the head coaching candidate. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Chesney, but we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Someone asked me about Terry Smith's interview today. No one knows how it went, but unfortunately, it doesn't sound like he has a chance. For those of you that really want him to be the head coach, I mean, I wouldn't mind it at all. But it doesn't look like there's really much of a chance, which I don't know. I don't know how that works, but
we'll see.
But yeah, we'll get into the Rutgers game. I've got Virginia Tech fans asking me, how is Franklin arrogant? I just reply, I'm writing a book. You can buy it when I write it. So buy that when it comes out, Black Friday deal. So yeah, Rutgers, Saturday, 3:30, I believe. Hey, Mark, great show. Hey, Chesney as well. I don't know. I don't know what he'll do. We have a DC, I think, that we could keep, but who knows? I don't know. That guy's won a lot.
I think they retain Jim Knowles. I mean, who knows? Maybe they don't, but I think they retain him.
They're going to retain Terry Smith. What's up, Franklin Fanatic? Now Terry Fanatic. Thank you.
That's sick. Yeah.
Set the 409 pin. Nice.
That's fantastic. Great profile.
We got him off the Franklin wagon finally.
Yeah.
He was already off on his own, but I know I contributed to that, and I'm happy about it. But Brett's tired. Brett, you tired?
Every day. You know what? I might actually not be tired on Thursday because I'll be able to sleep in, guys, because we got Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Early Thanksgiving.
Yep. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Let me pull us down. Happy Thanksgiving. Gus is once again joining us. It's Ohio State week.
Yep.
So being that Gus is a huge Ohio State fan, he we got to have him on. He made his first appearance last year after Michigan beat them. And, he comes back from time to time. So, it's good to have him in. The world famous Ohio State Buckeyes. For some reason, he threw a Michigan hat on. So,
yeah,
I don't know. Gus, you just never know about him. But
he might be rocking the OSU gear next week. So we'll see.
He's probably gonna wear like a Woody Hayes tie or something.
Yeah. I meant like on the show.
Oh yeah.
He might be rocking a post game Ohio State hat. We'll see.
Having been in the Woody Hayes facility, Woody Hayes football facility, like it's just a metal building like Haluba. So they call it the Woody Hayes football facility, but it's nothing special. I'll say that. There's just been a lot of winning and great athletes that went through there. So,
yep.
But we are 10.5-point favorites right now. So, that's that's good. Obviously, that's understandable. We were 10.5, or we were. What were we against? Nebraska 7.5. Okay, I don't know why that's not adjusting, but we were 7.5 against Nebraska, and 7 or 8.5, 9.5 against Nebraska. Now we're 10.5 against Rutgers. So this is a big game because this is the biggest Rutgers game probably ever. in terms of what can happen if we don't beat them. There's a lot on the line. So, yeah, this is a important game. Again, it can be the difference between us going to a bowl and not going to a bowl. And if we lose, I wouldn't want to go to a bowl. We don't deserve it losing to Rutgers. But
we're gonna beat them. We're gonna beat the piss out of them.
Yeah, so. I hope so. But 10.5 favorites. I'm sorry, 13.5. Over under 55.5. So that's what the money line's looking like.
I'm just reading the comments.
I haven't even looked. But
no, read Terry Fanatic one. Just hover over it.
Terry Fanatic?
Yeah, because there's a lot of Franklin guys in here.
Yes, they do. Faf, all facts. What did he say? What?
He said the biggest truth you'll ever read. Just scroll up. Faf was right below my Mickens already committed comment.
Agree to analog. Franklin never outcoaches anyone. He out-talents them. We'll see if that works out in VT.
Exactly.
Wait, what did he say? So you guys are getting Chesney. How does it feel to get VT's second option for coach? Franklin making big moves towards bringing us towards a natty already.
See,
I don't know. Why? How is he making progress already?
Dude, there's a Franklin Empire now and a Franklin natty. It's pretty
I believe insane. In Franklin. I'm not a troll. You're definitely a troll. He's going to win a natty now that he's at a. Dude, you just said you're not a troll, and then you said that. I mean,
that's the trollest statement you'll ever.
That's literally one of the. You guys literally make Notre Dame fans look like they're just normal. You know,
they probably are, dude. They're probably Notre Dame fans. I'm serious.
Probably. Mark Gasser, what's up, man? He's from Georgia. He said he saw Joe Paterno football on Saturday. He's I think he said he's from I forget what part of Georgia he said, but Uncle Brett, tomorrow is another great game for Coach Smith and his team. The Black Shoes Diaries are back with another. Yep, I hope so, man. Yep. But one thing about Rutgers. That's Tony Soprano's school. They always play the Sopranos intro there. They like tie it in with Rutgers, which is cool. Rutgers is a rival. The last time, so we played Rutgers. This was 2015. It was a stripe out. It was my birthday, and I was at the pizza shop. In the basement there across from the gaff. I forget what it was called, but the pizza was actually decent. It was really greasy in there, probably past no safety codes at all. But the pizza was always good, especially late at night. But I walked by, there was a Rutgers fan sitting there, and I went by, I was like, good game. And I actually meant it. And he got mad at me. So I was like, that's Rutgers, But we beat the crap out of him, stripe out. That's when that was a good game. That was a good game. But Rutgers, again, it's a rival. They've always been a rival. We usually beat up on them. I could pull up game notes, but just to kind of look at their stats. Thomas was giving me some breakdowns earlier, and they have some good receivers, and that's about it, Brett. I mean, they have some good receivers, 6'6" and 6'3". Kalakamanis, I think that's how you say his name right. I've heard it before. 2,000 yards in the season. He has 61 completion percentage, 61%. Which I think Grunk is better through how many games? 7 TDs, 7 interceptions. Their leading rusher has 957 yards. Or I'm sorry, 1,052 yards. So he's pretty good. They do have a good running back. And then their leading receiver is at 957. Again, 6'6" and 6'3". So they're not bad. They're not a terrible team. They have a bowl game on the line as well. So they're 5-6. We're both 5-6. So
yeah.
Thank you, mute button. I just sneezed. But no, there's a lot on the line for them too. I mean, imagine what it would be like playing at home, beating us and going to a bowl. I mean, that's a huge game for them. So across the board, I mean, we're a better team. The spread usually doesn't lie. And, technically it's 16.5-point spread because they get 3 points at home. So overall, I think we got this for sure.
Yeah.
But, they're not a team to look past at all. I've said it this year many times, anything can happen. The only difference is the only difference is we have a real coach now. Like, when we played UCLA, I said anything can happen. Multiple people said we're going to win. We lost.
Rutgers has a good coach. Yeah.
Yeah, and Rutgers has a good coach. He coached when Terry was at Penn State as a player. Against Northwestern, I said anything can happen. People said I was crazy. We lost. So that's the thing about it. I don't guarantee any wins right now. But what we can say,
the guys are hungry. So
what we can say now for the first time in 12 years is coach will have them ready. So we know that.
Yeah.
Coach Smith will have them ready. Again, Greg Schiano was a coach when Terry Smith was a player. And, there's a lot of ties here. I mean, last week, 2 lettermen of Penn State coached against each other. This week, it's a letterman and a former coach of Penn State, all under Joe Paterno. So, obviously, those guys learned a lot. But, again, this team, Penn State, they are different. This is a different team. I think we're going to be ready. Coach will have them ready. And, but no win is guaranteed with the way this season has gone. Regardless, unfortunately, this season has not gone how we wanted it to. But thanks to Terry, we're almost 500 again and maybe going to a bowl. So we have a lot on the line. And it'll be nice, again, to if we do beat up on little brother.
Yeah. Rutgers is
Maryland's little brother. Rutgers is like
the youngest brother,
redheaded step cousin.
Yeah,
I think is that how you say it?
But
it's usually redheaded stepchild, but they're not even related really. They're just the step cousin. So
this is a bad time for Rutgers to play Penn State. That's all.
Yeah,
that's the main thing. If Rutgers played us 3 weeks ago, we might lose, right? Like we might have lost that. But they're playing Penn State when they're feeling themselves, when they figured some things out. So, I mean, our defensive lines and offensive lines just going to bulldoze through them. They're going to own the lines of scrimmage. And if they don't, it's a lack of effort I mean, that's all you can really say, because our offensive line and defensive line have shown the last couple of games that they can bully people around. So.
Franklin Natty, you just said, I think VT at Blacksburg will be Tech 5.5 if we play. You mean us? Your team is horrible. Run through Franklin's garbage coaching tree filled with bust OCs. Yeah. But Mark Gassert, welcome back in, man. It's good to have you on. Yes, they do. So Coach Smith has earned the right to coach PSU. He will pull out all the traditional PSU product. A ground game second to none. Yeah, that's why I hope he stays, and whether it's Chesney comes in, he listens to him, and he definitely will. It's a package deal, guys. Whoever comes in is keeping Terry Smith. I guarantee you that.
Oh,
I know I want him to be the head coach. We all do. I do want him to be the head coach. I think it makes the most sense, but you have to look at the big picture too. They've improved, but small things like some clock management here and there, some game decisions. They blew it against Indiana. Defensively, they really screwed up against Iowa, letting Timu. Let me think.
Lamar Jackson.
Nah, bro, he's not even Lamar Jackson. Let me think.
Timu Josh Allen.
Timu, yeah, that's probably good. Yeah, like Timu Josh Allen, sure. Because Josh Allen's mobile, but he's not like Lamar Jackson.
Fantastic, yeah.
All right, so Timu, Lamar Jackson, they let him to run all over us. That's the reason they won. So there's just some things there that I question with the game management. Now, I think he was letting his coordinators do their thing, but you don't spy Gronkowski. Indiana, poor clock management at the end. Ohio State didn't have a shot, but there's just some small things there. Now, he was a new coach. I think he was letting his coordinators do stuff, but he really got his grip on the team. Yeah. So we'll see. But, we're not disagreeing with you that he's earned the right. 100% he's earned the right. There's no doubt about it. But I just don't think I don't know. I don't know why. Well, I've been told that he never had a shot, and I don't know why that should be. He should have a shot. But I think because of the lack of head coaching experience, he's an interim. Josh Pate said, be careful falling in love with interns. Michigan did. And I don't think that's going to play out well in the end, honestly. So, but they are 5-6 is Rutgers. They've beaten pretty much no one. So at least we beat a decent Nebraska team. And we almost beat number 2 Indiana. That's another thing. But there's definitely more positives about Terry, 100%, especially right now. I mean, especially right now, there's way more positives about him. They have improved immensely this season. There's absolutely no doubt about it. They've improved. So, yeah. But what all do you think about this game, Brett?
Yeah, I mean, we don't even need Franklin to out-talent Rutgers, right? The talent on the team, Franklin and Terry brought it in, right? It was both of them who brought the talent on. We're going to out-talent Rutgers. You saw it against Nebraska. Nebraska was supposedly a decent defensive team. We made them look like a school of the blind out there. So, yeah, you get Nick Singleton in the flat like you did last game. He's going to light you up. You get Katron Allen anywhere, outside, inside, doesn't matter. He's gonna punish you. Trevor Pena's been really solid the last couple games, as you guys have seen, and the short intermediate passing game. Kobe Howard continues to get involved. I think we need to get Kobe Howard some more reps against Rutgers. He could whole light Cam Miller up, right? We already know that. Whole light Cam Miller up and the other guys they have in the defensive backfield. Yeah, I mean, Vega Ioane and frickin' the boys up front are going to push those guys around. I mean, it's simple as that. Now they have
I feel bad for these seniors, man. I feel bad for these seniors like Nick Dawkins, Denai. This 22 class was the best class we've ever had at Penn State. Yeah. And
fantastic guys too, all of them.
Franklin just totally derailed it. I mean, this was the year to win a national title. Mm-hmm. So I feel bad for those guys like Nick Dawkins. Brett knows Nick. They're just I just feel bad for them, man. These players, like, they were totally let down. And you see with real coaching, again, my reel, it's up to 242,000 views. What a real coach can do in 6 weeks. I mean, it's insane what they looked like on Saturday. I did not really expect that. I didn't. Of course, I knew it was possible because it's Terry Smith, but yeah, I feel bad for them, but sorry, Brett, go ahead.
Yeah, well, to prove your point too, like they feel bad too, but I think they learn lessons, right? Because it's a team sport. They're going to lay it all out on the field. You saw what they did for Senior Day. They're going to do the same thing in Piscataway, New Jersey at 3:30. I think it's 3:30 p.m. I think it's on Big Ten Network, which makes sense. We haven't played on Big Ten Network all year. Not thrilled about it, but can't be any worse than some of the commentators.
We lost Brett. So we're going to talk about the coach later on, guys. So I'll go back and look at your comments like Faf. But
sorry, I freaking that was my bad. I pressed something.
But Terry Fanatic said he saw Larry Johnson's game against MSU, Evan Royster against Michigan, and K-Tron against Nebraska. Were you at all those games? But yeah, that I remember LJ. I remember that running for 2K. The Michigan game. That's the thing about LJ, man. He ran for like 300 some yards, 290 in the first half. If Joe would have kept him in, he would have broke the single game rushing record in college football. Like he was just annihilating that defense.
Yep.
But go ahead.
Yeah. Where was I? Yeah, the seniors, they're going to leave it all out on the field. Not even just the seniors. I mean, Amara Campbell been playing lights out all year, guys. Dom DeLuca, it's not for lack of effort. He just needs to stay in his gap, right? Like he makes good plays and then he makes not great plays. We haven't seen the same Dom DeLuca that we saw last year, but yeah, he's still going to fight. He was a walk-on, earned a scholarship. He's a Penn State guy through and through. So I'm going to root for Dom DeLuca every day he battles, right? I'm going to do it. So let's see. Darius Dixon has been impressive, right? The true freshman cornerback, number 5. He's been very impressive from California. Mm-hmm. So I hope he stays. I think if Terry stays, Darius Dixon is staying because that's why Darius Dixon is at Penn State, because of Terry Smith. So he recruited him. Right. We still got AC. Davian Collins has been playing lights out, right? He's been putting a lot of effort in tackling and stuff. So it's good to see that. Elliot Washington hasn't played much defense. He's been more of a special teams guy, but he's still good for a couple snaps a game. King Mack had a great year, I think, overall. Like the defense as a whole early in the season wasn't playing well, but he really came along. So I expect to see King Mack make some tackles and be stiff in coverage. And then I've seen some improvement from Dawan Lane too, number 10. So he's coming along too, and he's only a sophomore, guys. So Dawan Lane has plenty of time to grow. Very talented guy. Reminds me of Jaquan Brisker type, right? Like tall, lengthy, fast, hits hard. Just has to learn how to wrap up sometimes a little bit better. But yeah, I expect us to dominate. And if we don't dominate, we win. We just need to win the game, right? If we can win by 3, 4, whatever. But if once we do predictions, yeah, I mean, we'll see.
I think we're gonna beat like you said, we're gonna beat the piss out of them, dude. Like it's gonna.
We should beat them by at least 14. At least.
Yeah, I mean,
and I don't want to overdo it, but yeah.
Again, this is a new team, so
yeah, it's a new team.
And we're looking at again, we'll get into it, but yeah, I think we're gonna beat them pretty handily. It's still Rutgers. Again, the way this season has gone, like I don't want to say too much bad stuff, and it could be karma, and we don't really have a position to talk crap, but it's still Rutgers, man. I mean, little redheaded step cousin Rutgers. They do have a good coach. That's the only reason they're even doing as good as they are right now is because they have a real coach. So, by the way, Virginia Tech, if you want a coach, seriously, Greg Schiano would be a great option for you guys.
Dude, even the chat thinks these aren't Virginia Tech people. These are Notre Dame people.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So.
But Franklin Natty, what did he say? I'll say one thing we all got to keep in mind is Virginia Tech fans, like, bro, and again, no offense to you guys, but you guys do not know good football. Like, you're not used to it.
No.
So Franklin is like, I mean, my God, that's a great hire for you guys. So they're just excited. And I get it. But that's one thing, Penn State. We're a blue blood for a reason. Okay. Like, yeah. Winningest coach of all time. I mean, to me, I've always said it, we're the Mecca. I've always said that. But Brett, I think, disagrees with that. Matt disagrees with that. Of all people, Matt disagrees with that. But some of you might disagree with that, but I think Penn State is the mecca of college football. So, but failing the pop quiz before taking is never good. Yeah, you didn't spell Beckham Kritza right because it's
He
not
said
Benjamin.
Benjamin Kritza, which is diabolical, really. It's
Yeah,
not
when I read that, I was like, who is he talking about? VT Honeymoon will come crashing down. Yeah, 43 subs. That's right. Arctic, what's up?
Yep.
Yeah, I want to say this real quick too, guys. Like I remember when we were trying to get to 500, and some of you guys are day ones, like Faf, he's a day one. Vance is a day one. Like a lot of you guys, but there was guys like James Williams, Lambda, Jim Himes, who I think he's been donating money to Landon, Jim Himes, because I thought I kept seeing him. I think Landon said that Jim Himes is our number one donor or something like that. But some of you guys, I'd like to see you back. But I remember we were trying to climb to 500, man. Like we were just trying to climb to 500. We were counting at 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're almost at 1,000. And Illicit, he won the 500 sub giveaway. We haven't heard from him since. Have not seen him at all. But now we're almost at 1,000, and we got guys counting down in here, which is awesome. You guys are actually paying attention to that. So if you are in here, please like, share, subscribe. I don't really like saying that because if you guys like it, you'll subscribe, but support us if you can. And again, I'm probably going to get rid of the membership. If you guys want to support us, just support us in the super chats and stuff like that. We would greatly appreciate it. If you guys wanted to do it once a month, like with a membership, then just do it once a month. But I'm doing this because I love doing it. And I know you guys, all this engagement. I mean, we did not always have all this engagement. So we love it. I mean, I love it. So we started at 0 subs and we're almost at 1,000. And, you guys, it's because of you guys. So I'm doing this regardless.
I've been here since the 500 club, so right before.
Yeah, you were right before. Yeah. So
quick climb.
We'll go through the comments, guys. You're right, Mark. RU is the Tony Soprano of the Northeast. They're a solid competitor, and we'll bring it tomorrow. It's Saturday, Mark. They play Saturday. I wish they played tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wish they'd get but yeah, we'll bring it tomorrow. They want. Yeah, they do. But Greg Schiano is a very capable guy. He does good work at RU. Just tough situation there right now. Yeah. Do you think Terry would make – dude, stop talking about Franklin, dude. We don't care. Like, honestly. Why would we care what Franklin would do with Terry? I mean, Brett, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we don't care what Franklin's doing. If he's not taking Terry, I don't think. No.
Terry's staying on the staff. So.
Do you think Terry would make Franklin his OC? What? Oh my. All right. So, Brett, what else do you have to say about Rutgers? Anything? Score predictions?
We know score predictions?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go through some of the game notes here real quick, but we travel to Rutgers Saturday, 3:30. It's on Big Ten Network. Okay.
Yeah, 3:30.
Penn State meets Rutgers for the 35th time. Nittany Lions lead 32-2. Including 17 straight wins. PSU is 18-2 at home games. We won 27-6 in 2023. That's definitely a Franklin score. Kevin Winston Jr. had a fumble recovery. Poor kid got hurt. While posting his fourth 100-yard rushing game of the season with 160 yards against Nebraska, that's insane. 181 and 160 back-to-back. That's became the all-time career rushing yards leader at Penn State. We also have another record on the books right now. We also have another record that needs to go on the books after this game, which is Singleton getting another touchdown. Terry said it in his post. If you watch that post presser after Nebraska, he said, we're going to get Singleton's record next week, and then he stopped himself. He's like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. Because he doesn't talk crap, Terry Smith, so but he's right. He'll get it.
Yeah.
But right now, what Katron is doing is he's setting the record for the next guy. This is what the next guy has to chase now. So what he's doing right now is he's setting his own record and standard of what will be broken next, if it does. I mean, but that's amazing that Gronk. First of all, you would have thought Nick Singleton would have blown that record out of the water. And then it's Katron. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Eddie. That's why.
Grunkmeyer's accuracy in the Penn State win over Nebraska, he was 11 for 12, 181 and a touchdown. He became the first in the line to post a 90% completion percentage and 10-plus passing attempts since Todd Blackledge. Wow. I would have thought Darryl Clark would have done that. But Rutgers is 5-6 and 2-6 in the Big Ten. After falling 42-9 at number 1 Ohio State. I will say this. Again, you Ohio State fans, you said you dominated us. Fine. Think whatever you want. But when you're up 21-3 midway through the third against Rutgers at home, you know, maybe the whole you didn't dominate us. You know, maybe I was right. I don't know. Maybe you guys aren't as dominant as you think you are, being up 21-3 to Rutgers in the third quarter, midway through the third. So just an idea, just a thought. But yeah.
You guys want to hear a crazy stat real quick, Mark?
Yeah, what's up?
Katron Allen, Penn State played 16 games last year, right? 16 games, Katron Allen had 1,108 rushing yards, right? They have played 11 games so far this year, and he's at 1,077 yards. That's a crazy stat. Just to let you guys to dive into how good Katron Allen has been this year. He's 40 yards away from last year with 4 less games. So
yeah,
pretty
2 games left.
No, 5 less games. So
the Scarlet Knights tallied 147 total yards last week. Antoine Raymond rushed for 52 yards and a score.
Yeah.
On defense, Rutgers combined for 4 tackles for a loss, including 1.5. But yeah. Yeah, so Katron has 3,954. Evan Royster had 3,932. Grunkmeyer, 91.7 completion percentage. Singleton is tied with Saquon Barkley for Penn State's career record in rushing touchdowns, 43, and total touchdowns, 53. So hopefully he gets 2, 1 of each.
Yep.
Penn State forced 5 fourth down stops against Nebraska. So Penn State is now 9-10 all time against Nebraska. But yeah. All right. Score predictions, Brett?
Yeah. I think we put some points up. I don't know if I'm going to put as high as 37 just because I don't want to, but I mean, I think 31. I'm going to go 31-14 Penn State.
21-14?
31. Yeah.
31-14.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a good prediction. And I'll be surprised if Rutgers puts up 14 because the last 2 teams we played put up 10.
So I think we're going to get a decent amount of sacks. I think we're going to get a turnover or 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the way our offense is playing, like coming out in the second half, that Nebraska game, you know how big it was? We went down and scored.
Yep. Never happened.
That's what a good offense does. And that would have never happened previously. Especially this year.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be – I think we're putting up more than 31. I think it's going to be – Should I say 40s? Should I say 40s? I was going to go – I'm going to go a little conservative. I'm going to say 42-14. That's 5 touchdowns, 2 field goals. That's I think we're going to get into the 40s. And I think if we can score again, like if we can do what we did last week against Nebraska and Terry Smith is the coach, I think we're going to get better. Or we got to score more against Rutgers, you know? So 42-14, that is very generous from my end. But that's what I hope. And we can actually do that now with Terry Smith as the coach. We can actually make credible predictions. So,
yep, Aaron's is pretty close to mine. You'll see, people were putting predictions in the chat. So.
33-21. Okay. 9-6. Okay.
That's an Iowa game. We're not
34-14.
playing Iowa.
Yeah. 31-17. Okay. So I'm higher than all you guys in terms of score prediction and points. So yeah, we'll see. All right. But yeah, everyone has us winning. So thankfully, this is the first year in ages that we're not on TV opposite. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I forgot about it. This is rivalry weekend, guys. Like that is so fun to watch. Last week we nearly had people killed on the field in multiple games. So like they had that freaking Arizona State spear. What is it? What do they call that? It's like the devil horn thing. I guess it's a spear, but they were like ripping that thing around. Like I don't know how heavy it is, but they probably could have hurt someone with it. And then they planted the Michigan flag in Ohio Stadium, which is awesome. 21-12. Okay. Rutgers started out well. 3-7 versus. Rutgers started out well. Yeah. Yeah. You could just say OSU, Antoine. Unless you're an Ohio State fan. You might be an Ohio State fan. 28-13, 40-9, 45-6. All right. Awesome. All right, guys. Let's get a big win. Yep. So bowl game. I heard today that we're looking at the Pinstripe Bowl. We could play Pitt. So yeah, he will, but
he'll try.
He's not leaving. Unless we get rid of him, he's not leaving. Game tape forecast: 40 and sunny, no wind. Awesome. Terry's staying 100%. So bowl game, and we'll go through. We'll go through your comments, guys, especially if you had something to say about the head coach. But yeah, Big Ten, Piscataway, New Jersey. Another great show, Mark and Brett. Thank you, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
That's a good name. Franklin built this program.
No Brett's in here.
House that Joe Paul built. Franklin put Batman lights on the scoreboards. He put stupid flashing lights, a 1-0 sign up. That's all he built. And he didn't even build it himself. Joe probably literally put parts of the metal structure up on. Dude, Franklin did not build.
I don't think Franklin put the lights in there. That's more of a equipment, like management, like.
Oh no, he was 100% behind that.
Packcraft. I don't know. I don't think that was Franklin.
Oh, I could go into more details about everything else he did. About everything. He wanted Penn State signs on all the seats. Yeah. But yeah, we could go to. So if we win, we could. The Pinstripe is a possibility against Pitt. The Cheez-It Bowl, I believe, is a possibility. The Pop-Tart Bowl. I almost said popcorn. The Pop-Tart Bowl. We're not looking at many good options, but our logo will get us in there for sure. We'll get a decent bowl with the logo. So that's kind of what we're looking at, but we have to win. But when we win Saturday, it's going to be exciting because if we do put up a lot of points, like that could help us get a better bowl, I think. I know they're pretty finicky with who they let into certain bowls because of conferences and stuff. But one thing that I think it was John Caldwell, the New York City chapter, Penn State New York City chapter, he said that he would want to see us in Texas in the Pinstripe Bowl. That was a while ago that he said that. But, yeah, I don't know. I think Texas is going to play in a pretty decent bowl. But, who would we play? Where would we play? When would we play? That's the thing. Like, we're not going to be playing like a noon bowl game. So they do have those. We're going to be playing like a nighttime bowl game. Probably, it'll be prime time, and it'll probably be, on a weekend. I would think. Some of them are not, but I think we're going to get a pretty decent bowl. So, what do you think about the bowl possibilities, Brett?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't looked much into it yet because I'm waiting for us to get that 6th win to like fully look into it. But yeah, I think Pinstripe Bowl sounds. I mean, it'd be cool if we play Pitt so we can pound them into the ground. You know, like the true little brother. That's the original little brother is Pitt. Pitt is shit.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Alamo Bowl. I mean, I think that's more of like a down south, like a southeastern conference game, but I don't know. It's possible. I don't. I haven't really looked too far into it though, to be honest with you. But as long as we're playing a decent team, I don't want to play some G5 team, right? Because that's
No,
lame.
we're gonna get we'll definitely get a decent opponent. Like the whole point of a bowl is to have a good matchup. That's the whole point of a bowl is to make money, is to get viewers, it's to advertise your school. You know, one thing about when you play in these bowls, that's why I wanted to make top 4 for years. It helps with recruiting. So the fact that we're playing in this bowl recruiting wise, it doesn't look good. So either way, it doesn't look good. But it's better than not playing in one, I guess. But recruiting wise, who knows what's going to happen? We're kind of cooked. But probably going to announce the coach Sunday, and that's the day before signing. Like Brett said about the recruiting side. You know, that's going to help us if we sign our guy Sunday, announce it, whatever. But I just hope that they do. They're going to have to, man. They're going to have to like fully explain to us what Terry will be doing. And I don't think he leaves. That would be heartbreaking if he did, but I don't think he would. But they're going to have to fully explain to us what he will be doing because the fan base is all on Terry Smith at least being here. Like, I know a lot of people want him to be the head coach, but I think most of you that watch this team closely, you know that he's at least going to be on the staff. So I want to know what he'll be doing. That's what I want. All PSU have is a plaque at the stadium, I'm pretty sure, by the stadium. Yeah, that's terrible. Might actually face a 9-win UConn team or JMU. Oh,
I was saying it'd be funny if we played JMU, if we take their coach and then play them. That'd be funny.
he'll coach against JMU.
It'd be almost like cheating because he would know exactly what they're going to do.
Well, NIL has changed. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at with a bowl. I mean, I don't know. Either way, as soon as we win Saturday, if we win, there's going to be a million articles out there with possibilities of where we're going. 6-6 is the best we can do. 7-6 is the best we can end. And, you know, we take it from there. But I believe in 2010, that's when 2010, when Royster got the rushing record, we lost to Florida. McGloin had four interceptions against Urban Meyer, and we were 7-6 that year too. So hopefully it's a good 7-6 instead of a bad 7-6 this time around. So, do you have anything else to say about the bowl games? I mean, I think Sunday we'll probably do. Yeah, we won't know. So when they do the college football playoff reveal, is that when they tell us our bowl game, right?
I think it's around that same time. Yeah, I don't know if it's the same night or what. Might be.
I think they announce, from what I remember, they announce like the top 4, and then they go down the line and announce all the other bowls.
Yeah, they do.
And they'll probably announce ours for early on because it's Penn State. You know, they'll probably announce ours fairly early on. I remember we had to wait for a while to hear when we were going to the Rose Bowl against Utah. I remember we had to wait a little while to hear that. It was like, because, dude, they reveal the top 4, top 12, and then they sit there for 2 hours and talk about it. It's like, please, can we just go on to the next bowl games? Like, hearing you guys talk endlessly about these top teams, I don't think anybody really watches it, to be honest with you. But usually they reveal it first, then the other bowl games are later that day or the next day. Right after college football playoff selection, usually. Okay, yep. So, again, guys, if you're in here, please like, share, subscribe. Help us get to 1,000 subs. But I guess there's nothing we can really say about that right now.
Yeah.
More. We'll talk more about it probably Sunday if we're on. Or after the game Saturday. I mean, there'll probably be articles out by then. But, all right. Next head coach. You guys have commented a lot. I'm going to try to go through it all. But one thing, okay, so Faf said, yeah, lockdown KJ Duff. I wish for Irish. Irish will beat y'all handily. Yeah, that's Irish prestige, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they're all Irish fans. They have
Should
to
I
be.
block them?
They're annoying. So, I mean, they don't even know the Penn State recruiting players' names.
I feel bad that they don't even know
Like,
what state they're from. I feel bad that Freeman ended your program as we know it. I hope y'all can compete with us again one day. Why would you feel bad about that? That doesn't even make sense. Dude, if you're going to troll, at least make sense. Best thing fans can do is make sure they know how important it is to get back up and finish strong like they have so far. Yeah. Faf, you said about Terry Smith. What time did you say that? I'm trying to find what you said. Okay, so I have some thoughts about the Terry situation. I suspect there were people in the room who want Terry, people who want DeBoer, and people who want Chesney. The agreement in the room was if DeBoer is in, then if not him, Chesney, and that is how they kept peace with the staff boosters and AD. Okay.
Yeah.
VT and Joy Hags. Did Haggins leave? Yeah, you can have him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great series of games. Terry Fanatic. Did he say he was at the games? I missed it. The soy boy beta turkey ever plays a game at Beaver Stadium, I promise fans will chant Friar Fraudlin. Yeah. All right. So what do you guys think about the coaching search right now? We heard today that Jed Fish is also in the hunt. That might be the mystery guy, Jed Fish, Washington head coach. But we are also told that they do think it is Bob Chesney pretty much a lock right now. So have 100% confidence Pat Kraft made one tough decision to fire Franklin. Yeah, it was tough. Terry Smith, first pick. Okay. Bulls get the pick in a certain order. Okay. PSU has got to sign him. Unfortunately, the political infrastructure. Terry Smith can listen to the music, Pat Kraft. Yeah. Right after college. Yeah, okay. So we heard Jed Fish again today. I've heard that in the past. Jed Fish is a great offensive mind. Yes, he is. PSU Nitwit. What did he say? Right. Okay. Wait, where's PSU Nitwit?
There's so many comments. I have no idea.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Have 100% call. Yeah. PSU Nitwit. But watch Lincoln Riley. Yeah. Okay. I've heard that as well. I do not want him. Of all the head coaches, that's the last guy I want because he hops around more than a bunny. So
yeah, he's not even that good. I mean,
yeah, would not want him. Yeah, I don't know. But again, I said if we get a head coach, I want it to be a small school guy. I mean, across the board, Kurt Cignetti gave him the reins when he left. Okay, he wins a lot. They're ranked. His record is very good. He is a small school head coach taking a big time head coaching job. He's going to be hungry. He's going to be loyal. He's going to stay here. He's 47. He could coach for 20 some years. I mean, we don't hire and fire coaches, so that to me that's a perfect fit. I mean, he's a young guy and he looks younger than he actually is. You know what I mean? So he's a young guy. He's stepping into a huge role from a smaller role, but he has a great resume, and I think he's just going to be hungry. He's going to win. And I said the other night I thought he was an offensive guy because they score a lot of points, so I thought he was like an offensive guy. I did know he was defensive. I just forgot. But he's an overall coach. I mean, but who would he bring in? I mean, again, if JMU is like the new coaching hub, so be it. It's better than Vanderbilt. So if it's him coming in with his guys, then so be it. It is what it is. They just got to get used to the speed of the Big Ten and the speed of D1. That's all they got to do. But he'll have this whole offseason to prepare, recruit, bring in guys. He's already got players. He's got a quarterback that I think will fit him well. So Eric Morris went to Oklahoma State. That would have been right now, like that would have been my second choice, Eric Morris for sure. But I think Chesney is just overall probably better. Yeah. But the fact that Eric Morris became the head coach of Oklahoma State, like that's insane.
It's a good
because that guy was at North Texas, man, and he has a good resume. He has a really good resume too. But there are a lot of wire chatter about a secret candidate, which was partly why, Chesney didn't coach. He didn't? Wow, I was totally wrong on that. Brett, do you know that?
He's been at JMU for 2 years, so no, he didn't. He came from Holy Cross, so. But he's the next.
Right.
He looks like the next coming of Curt Cignetti. I'm not saying he's going to be as good, but like an unknown name that shows up out of nowhere that turns out to be solid. He was at Holy Cross before JMU.
But he took over the year after Cignetti did, though.
Yeah. Because he's been there for 2 years. Cignetti's been in Indiana. This is Indiana's second year with him.
No, well, I did I say he coached with him? I'm just saying he coached. The program was handed from Cignetti to Bob Chesney, and I would imagine Cignetti had some small part of that. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he just moved on. I would think a Cignetti at a small school like that, he would probably put his piece in. But the reins were handed. So, yes, you're right. He did not coach. Did I say that? Brett?
You just said hand them the reins.
Right. But the reins were handed from Cignetti to Chesney, and I mean, he's doing great. So they're ranked. Good record. I suspect the board was never serious. Yeah. I don't want him, dude. I don't want him at all. Yeah. Whether it's Chesney or Terry or both, but thank you for saying that, JR. Blue collar mindset. Yep. I mean, this is easy for coach. Tons of NIL money. Already got the best defensive coordinator. Favorable schedule next year. Yep. No, Chesney wasn't on staff. Okay. I think Chesney did come in at yes. Okay. Why would the board ever leave Bama?
Because they don't like him there. Less pressure to come to Penn State.
You mean come here? You mean come here?
Sounds.
Well, they don't like him. I don't know why you would have left Washington to go to freaking Alabama, like Aaron said last night.
If DeBoer loses the Egg Bowl against Auburn, they're going to kick him out of town.
He's probably fired, and I do not want him. He could be a coordinator for us, but I don't want him here as a head coach.
If they lose to Auburn, they'll miss the playoffs 2 years in a row. Alabama doesn't do that. So if he misses the playoffs 2 years in a row, they will chase him out of town with pitchforks. So
Arctic, when you say a lesser program, I'm not going to take that the wrong way. I think
because of Nick Saban, Bama was
but they've won a lot. But in terms of a program, it's not a lesser program. We're probably a better program, honestly. We've won more consistently longer than Alabama has. In fact, Chesney had to overhaul a good portion of that roster that went to Indiana. Terrific job he's done. Exactly, and Chesney had never coached at a Power 4 level, even as an assistant. I think the mystery coach is Josh Heupel. Okay, yeah, I heard that too. You did, but maybe I took it wrong. Okay. Yeah, I misspoke. That's my bad. I thought I was definitely wrong about that. I thought he did till I looked into it more today. When he's our head coach, I'll learn more about him.
But he went with Holy Cross, guys. He went 12-1. 10-3, like that's pretty good.
And here's the thing about Chesney too, man. Like just this week is when we really started talking more about him before that, the resumes with like Drinkowitz and stuff, like we knew a lot about them because that's who we thought we would get. But Chesney makes total sense. But then again, it could be Jed Fish, it could be Josh Heupel, it could be Bill O'Brien, Mike Tomlin. Who knows?
But Drinkowitz and Brent Key started pissing down their leg, and we're not taking that.
If you're going to pick a coach, small college coach, yes, it would be, yes. Mark knows football. Bob Chesney rebuilt the JMU football roster by adding approximately 58 new players. Yep. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Which is hard to do. Very hard to do.
So he I do hope we get him, man. Yeah, of course, LO Oregon hasn't won a natty. PSU definitely better overall. See, that's the thing. Like saying better program, Oregon is a freaking powerhouse. So
right now,
like Alabama's a more winning program right now, has been a more winning program recently. So is Oregon. So like I don't think the programs are necessarily better than each other. They're all powerhouse programs, Penn State, Oregon, and Alabama.
Yeah.
You know, history-wise, like Oregon, you know, Matt from the Oregon guy, Matt, he spoke about the history and he knows a lot about the Oregon history. And I said this before, but he took that flag that he waved at game day, wrote the Penn State score on it, and put it at Charlie Kirk's memorial. So that was really cool what Matt did. It was cool. Yeah. He was there when that happened, the shooting. So the overhaul was necessary because of the mass exodus of 13 players. Yeah, exactly. He did take a lot of people, which he should. Yes, they reveal all the balls with the playoff pro. I do have a question for you guys. I've heard head coach candidates after being pushed away because AD wants control of player personnel and being pushed away because AD wants control of player personnel. I haven't heard that. I have not heard that.
I haven't heard that.
But Pat Kraft is traumatized, so I don't blame him. But
yeah.
You know, I'm almost okay with it. I mean, if like a Bob Chesney comes in, he's got to know that there's going to be some things while he is the head coach that he's not going to be able to do it alone. He's going to need some help, I think, for sure. Let him do his thing. Everybody just needs to stay in their lane and do their job. Yeah. So I have not heard that. I hope he's not overstepping, but if he is doing that, I think it's probably in a good way for us. But again, he's just traumatized. Chesney from, Georgia and Oregon doing solid. Yes. One thing that is concerning that Franklin was possibly only half of the issue here.
Who was the other half?
I don't know who the other half would be.
I mean, he hired Kolonicki, right? He hired Jim Knowles. He didn't micromanage and delegate Jim Knowles to play a Penn State defense to get the guys ready. He had them play a Jim Knowles defense when they weren't ready.
Kraft, I don't think he's an issue.
No, Kraft's not an issue.
I mean, if what he's done, he turned down an extension, of course. Fired Franklin. I mean, he's done no wrong in my book so far. So AD shouldn't be making player personnel decisions. That isn't his lane, but I guess I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I have not heard that. Exactly. That's not his lane.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything about that. We have some pretty good sources. So, I mean, if we do hear that, then we can talk about it. But I haven't heard any of that. So
Texas Tech added 20 plus.
Yeah.
Jay Paterno, I don't think has any involvement in the program. He's a BOT member that doesn't vote right. He's a really nice guy, but the only thing he does is make bad votes on the BOT, go on podcasts, and I think he writes books. Jay Paterno is a very nice guy, but he is not a good Penn State BOT member. That's for sure. So another thing too that we have to consider here is we have to go in to this with the mindset that this guy's going to embrace NIL. He's going to embrace the portal. He's going to bring guys with him. He needs to hire some good coordinators. He needs to work with Terry Smith in retaining rosters, retaining coaches, getting rid of roster players, getting rid of coaches. They need to embrace the continuation of NIL, of facility upgrades. Bob Chesney deserves to be standing in this new stadium, and so does Terry Smith. But I don't know. I don't think Kraft was half the problem. I don't think he was. If you guys actually think that, then, so be it. But I don't think that's true. But I'm not there. So if you guys have heard something, please say what you've heard. But I have not heard that. And our connections have not even mentioned anything like that. So, well, a lot of schools will need to move to a GM at some point. Ours was horrible, so he's gone, thankfully. They're putting it off, but with player pay and managing money, it's something they all need to do. Yeah. But, Brett, let's hop off, man. If something happens, we'll be on here talking about it, but we need to get off so we can sleep. You can't say what you actually know. Why not? You mean publicly or? Thanks, PSU Netwit. Thank you. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Yep. No problem, Joe Pa. Again, Joe Pa, I'm probably not going to have a membership anymore. Just because that's just not really, I don't know. I just don't really want to do that. So if you guys want to support us, just support us in the super chats, whatever. Like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. You can support us that way in super chats if you want. But again, you guys being on here like this, like that's what we want. So, yes, he knows where the statue is. Okay, JR, can you DM me on Instagram? Can you do that? You know my Instagram. He knows where the statue is. People know where it is, yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Thanks. Thanks for the good conversation, as always. Put the statue back 100%. I might be on here tomorrow night for like a Thanksgiving Eve, and then I'm going to do one on Thanksgiving, I think, Thanksgiving morning. So this is the last time we'll see you guys. All right, Dion's daddy, you are blocked. You are a total moron. I can send. It's just Mark Lesko podcast, JR. Just DM me on there. If you don't want me to repeat it, I won't. But yeah, DM me. So, happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Yep.
Again, thank you for all the comments. I would love to go through and answer every single one, but I think we kind of saw all of them.
Yeah.
But Dion's daddy, you're the clown of the night. You VT fans, have a good Thanksgiving.
Or Notre Dame fans, but yeah.
Yeah.
Holy comments.
Well, I meant VT fans because there's a lot more VT in here than there is.
No, I'm saying I don't think they're actual VT fans. I don't.
But one thing is true, guys. This week we're all eating roast hoagie. We're all eating hoagie this Thursday. Mm-hmm. So it'll be an early introduction to the roasting of VT.
Yep.
Got you. All right. Notre Dame. That's right, JR.
Yep.
Go blue. That's right. But yeah, I'm going to get on here. I think I'm going to have Aaron come on and Thomas probably as well. They want to do some X's and O's.
Yep.
Well, Thomas does. Aaron's good at that. But I want to talk about the college football weekend with those guys because this is a rivalry weekend. I mean, it's a big weekend. It's fun. So tomorrow night, I get off work early tomorrow. I'll hit up you two about coming on here. But I want to talk about college football, like as a whole, going into this weekend. Because man, it's the most fun weekend of college football. Everybody hates each other. That's awesome. You know? All right, guys. Thank you for coming on again. Appreciate all the comments. And we will see you guys soon. And
we are.
At least for post-game Saturday, we'll be on. And we'll be talking about how bad we beat Rutgers. So
this will be my outro. We are
Penn
State.